Good afternoon, everyone. This should be video Pigeon Enemies Part 5. Today I would like to talk about pigeon pox. Pigeon pox is a virus that pigeons get from time to time. It's not too common lately, but it's possible your pigeons could get pigeon pox. There is a vaccine for it that they sell. It's very fragile. You got to really keep it chilled, and when they're transporting it and everything, the heat will kill it, destroy it, and it won't work. But there's something about pox you should know, especially if you do pox your birds. The virus takes about 2 weeks before it gets to the fever stage, and that's the worst time. A lot of flyers are unaware of that fact, that the pigeons 2 weeks after you pox them are very, very, very sick. They're running a very high temperature. They're not feeling well at all. Not at all. And a lot of guys, flyers, are unaware of it. They poxed their birds a week ago. The birds are doing pretty good. They're flying around. They're unaffected by it. So they start to train their birds. And if at that stage they take them out on a fairly long toss, you could lose a lot of pigeons. Pigeon just, he don't feel like flying. He is sick, running a high fever. If you've ever had a high fever, you could understand, and most of us at some point in time have. So that's a fact that you should be aware of. Another thing you may want to be aware of if you pox your birds is not to give them a bath. You might have vaccinated them, pulled a few feathers around the legs and rubbed it in. If you give them a bath, they jump in the bath water and they fight. Pigeons got pox at that stage. And they get it around the eyes, anywhere they get picked. A little cut, only takes a little scratch. The virus is very, very tiny, but very sickly. So you wouldn't want to give them a bath until they're well over the pox. How would you know that you could start to train them again? Let the pigeons tell you. When they get over the pox, they're going to feel good. They're going to feel real good. Their immune system's up. Everything is working well. They'll fly. They'll fly for that hour and a half, 2 hours, sometimes 3. They're telling you, I feel good. You can train me. Be aware of pox. Another thing you may want to consider if you don't pox your birds. If a flyer does, and he puts that bird in a basket, especially if you have a load-on trailer where the birds are mixed together, it's possible a bird could get bitten by somebody else's pigeon fly. You don't have any, you gave them moxidectin, right? But pigeon flies, they can travel. Maybe a mosquito bites one, bites another one. You get pigeon pox, without vaccinating your birds. And the birds don't have immunity to it. It's very slow. One by one by one by one, they get it. You're into the racing season. Pigeon got bit 2 weeks ago. No signs of pox. Pick them up, you don't know. You put them out, you send them to a 250-mile race, your best bird, and you don't come home. A few things to be aware of with pigeon pox. I would also like to mention that the red checker came home last night. It had to be 7:30, 8 o'clock. He's back. I also got a phone call that one of my pigeons is still down in Georgia, walking around in the yard. Didn't get caught. They can't catch it, but they said they would put a little wild bird seed out, put some water out. The bird comes around, he'll eat. Eventually he'll pick up and come home. Okay, short one today. Pigeon pox. Be aware of it. In Dr. Whitney's book, a lot of details. Keep Your Pigeons Flying by Dr. Whitney. I read that book many times. That's how I could talk to you without referring to the book. I don't know all the details. Read the book. It'll make you a much, much more knowledgeable pigeon flyer. Again, give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down, and please leave a comment. Anything at all. It always helps to see what other people are thinking. And I'll reply. And if I don't reply exactly like you want, look at the video again. See what I'm saying. Have a great day. Thank you for watching.